Hi everybody, it's Victoria, and this is my second video, and it's going to be about improving your scorpion or getting your needle. And this is like more of an advanced kind of video, so if you haven't stretched before this, then you should probably stretch now. Hopefully you've watched my first video, warm up and like just stretching, beginner stretching, or warm up stretching before you start doing this. So it's really important that you do that or whatever warm-up stretching you do, because if you don't and you just go straight to this, you could possibly pull a muscle and hurt yourself. Before you start with your oversplits and before you start working on your needle, you should really make sure that you have a perfect back leg split on the floor. Always make sure that you point your toe, because if it's like flexed, it just looks like really ugly. And make sure that your knee isn't like this, because that's not a real split and it's not even really stretching you. So just make sure your knee's rolled under. And you should go straight, just make sure that you're all the way down. And yeah, so if you're all the way down, you're ready for oversplits. If it kind of hurts when you're all the way down, then you should get a smaller oversplit, like textbooks or anything. So if this hurts you, then you can just like hold it for however long, and then if that doesn't hurt, then get a little bit higher, add more textbooks or whatever you're doing, and make sure your toe is always pointed, make sure your knee is rolled under, because if your knee isn't rolled under, it's not a real split. And then higher. If you have a mat, then that's great, but if you don't, it's fine. Just a couch would work, a stool, anything. And point your toe, knee rolled under. And if this doesn't hurt and it's not a stretch for you, then you could even get something higher, like a stool. This is a little bit of a stretch for me, so if it doesn't hurt, then put more of your calf on the stool, like that, and just hold it for however long. And I'm going to go back to the mat, because this is one of my favorite stretches, and it really, really helps with your needle, because it's basically like doing a needle, but you're just in a split and you're not standing up. So if you are like a beginner with this stretch, then you should probably just be in a regular split first. So what you're going to do is put your hands on the ground and lean back. And if you can, grab with one hand, and if you can, grab with both hands and pull down. If you can't grab with both hands, then that's fine. And even if you can't grab with one hand, that's fine. But if you can, then you can go back on a mat oversplit and just gradually lean back. It doesn't have to be fast or anything, just lean back. If you can only grab with one hand, that's alright. Just remember to breathe, that's really important. You can hold that for like 10 seconds just so you can breathe and come back up. And breathe for 5 seconds and go back down for 10 seconds. And it's really, really, really important that you stretch both legs, because if you don't, then your spine could get like messed up or something, I don't even know. But it's just make sure you do it. Make sure your toe is always pointed and your knee is rolled under. And then you can go like this for a moment now. And then oversplit. Okay, and before you start stretching, before you start like actually doing a scorpion or a needle or anything, you should do bridges, because pulled muscles in the backs are the worst. So straighten out your legs, keep doing that, rocking back and forth. Try to look at the ceiling. And then go on your elbows if you can. If you can't, then just keep rocking. And do the same thing on your elbows. Another stretch that I kind of forgot about is like over split for overextending your needle. It's like another one, instead of just going like a regular over split and leaning back, it's like another way. So put your back leg, like your calf, on the mat or the couch or whatever you're doing, and go into a split like usual. Make sure like you keep your leg straight, but if you have to bend it, then that's okay because it will be like a hyperextended split. And then just lean back and grab your leg. That's like obviously a really difficult stretch, especially for your balance. So if you like fall or whatever, who cares? Everyone does it. Just keep trying and don't stop believing. Okay. It's obviously hard to grab with both hands, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, and you have to do it with both legs because you don't want your like back being messed up. I don't know if that's like something that they tell you to scare you or something, I don't know. But I can't even lean back on this leg because it's obviously not the flying leg, but just kind of lean back. Okay. This is a really popular stretch for scorpions and needles. It's called the doorway stretch or door frame stretch or whatever. And you can put a washcloth on your foot or your knee so it doesn't like hurt your foot. But I usually don't do that because it's like really uncomfortable for me and it makes me slip off the door frame. So if you're like this and this is your first time, you can just get your foot as close to the door as possible. But wherever you're comfortable with, just go wherever you're comfortable with. I usually go to touch my foot to this side of the door frame. And if you can then go back over there. If you can, then grab with both hands or one hand. And hold for however long. Usually I hold for about 30 seconds, but it just depends how comfortable you are with the stretch. If you don't have a needle and you just have a scorpion, that's alright. You should, if you really want a needle and you're really dedicated to it, you'll stretch every night and then you'll get a perfect needle, however you want it. And so if your scorpion is like this, just try and extend your arms, if you can. That's a really, really pretty scorpion and it's really clean and I like how it looks. So if your scorpion is like this and it's back, you should pull it up so your legs is in a straight line. If you can't straighten your leg out all the way yet, then that's alright. So instead of like this, like this. And if you can, try to walk your hands down to your ankles, but if you can't, then just keep extending and stretch every night, especially your shoulders, because your shoulders really help you with grabbing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope I helped you reach your goal or inspired you to do something different for the first time. I'll be posting more videos in the future. If you have any ideas for me to post videos that you want for tips or anything, just comment and I'll be more than happy to do it.